Hey there, what's going on? I'm Adubondubs and welcome to my channel, Skate Shit. Today, we are closing out the final chapter of a trilogy. It's a trilogy. If you've been here for a while, you may know what I'm referring to. And if you haven't been here for a while, I'm about to fill you in. In the first video, I told you guys how to find cheaper skates and literally ended up buying a pair of skates that video for $40. In that second video, we got the skates. We tried them on, they fit perfectly, but we knew we had to make some upgrades. And that brings us here to today. Today, we made the updates. It's been 7 months. I've had enough time to wear the skates, get used to them, and really get a fair opinion of what I think about them and what that means for you. So, first things first. Does this skate look familiar? Does that look familiar to you? If it doesn't, I'll give you a reminder and I'm gonna put a little picture. Bam! That is what it was before. This is what it is after. And I'm telling you, accessories and a little cleanup can go a long way. Just because your skate is old doesn't mean you can't upgrade it. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy about these. Okay. So one thing about me is that I'm a really big anime fan. If you haven't noticed, you probably seeing things around my room or just things in my videos, in my backgrounds, or if I'm wearing something that you're oh, she likes anime. You're yes, I do like anime. I grew up watching it. I still watch it. I cosplay. I get really into it. So I made these Akatsuki theme, if you're familiar with Naruto, but this is the Akatsuki on everything is pretty popular, so I just felt that was the simplest thing to find, and I also really like the Akatsuki. So that's where I came up and got my laces, and if you see anything on the skates that you like, you can drop a comment below and I'll send you the shops that I got it from, or I'll put the links in the description of the video, so that will be available to you. And then some of these things aren't sold anymore, so I'll just note that too. But anyway, so I got the laces. I got this cute little charm. That's an Akatsuki cloud. Then I didn't even know this was a thing, but someone on Etsy, there's a shop that 3D printed Akatsuki cloud toe jams, jam plugs. So I hopped on that. I love these things. I wish I bought more because I've ran them down a little bit, and they don't sell them anymore, which really sucks. Then I got new retainers for my cushions because those were rusted, and I also got new cushions. And this time I tried the red ones, which are super squishy, and it's a really interesting skate. I really like the mobility that I get out of them. I got new bearings. I have Bones Reds now, and I also have red axle nuts just for a stylistic choice. And I've got Roller Bones Team wheels, and these are 101A hardness. I really like these. This was the first time I had ever used them, and they were highly recommended by every skater I freaking talked to at the rink. So I see why they almost all of them have them. I really like these wheels. So I use the skate only at the rink. This is a complete rink setup that I have for myself. I don't use it outside. I don't want to use it outside, but I'm very happy with what I've put together so far. One thing I will say is that I'm not a huge fan of the nylon thrust plate, and that's just something that even with my lollies, that's a different story for a different day, but I'm not a fan of the nylon thrust plate because, I'm a little thick, I'm a little heavy set. So I need something that's going to support me and not make me feel like I'm flexing. And I don't mean sometimes you want to be flexing, flex on them, but I don't want to feel the plate itself flex underneath me. So that makes a huge difference. I am going to eventually change this plate. I just haven't decided on which ones to change it to yet. So we'll figure that out at some point. But I will say, pros about the skate, now that you've seen what they look like now, what the upgrades are, obviously I still have them, I still use them. Like I said, I use them at the rink. So pros I would say about the skates, they are so comfortable. They're so freaking comfortable. Oh my gosh. And I'm not sure if it's because they're used and so someone else broke them in for me, but there's a little bit of there's a bit of padding on the inside, And I think the way the boot forms to my foot just makes it really snug, and it doesn't pinch in the wrong places. Like, I really enjoy the boot. There's great ankle support. I think the stiffness of the boot really contributes to that, and I realize with softer boots that I have, my ankles like will literally buckle or try to buckle from underneath me when I'm doing certain things. And maybe I just got weak ankles or something, I don't know. But I just feel more supported when I'm doing those moves in these skates because my ankles like they stay stacked. I like that. Another thing about them is that they're super lightweight. Like, you don't feel like you were Rock Lee, you know, when he took off them straps from his legs and then they were gagged. No, I mean, that's cool on him, but that's not good when you want to like skate. So they're super lightweight. You feel like you're walking on like skating with like freaking clouds on your feet or something. Not that light, but that's just an exaggeration. That's just what I think of them. Now, I will say that these skates are not perfect, and that's with anything. Nothing's perfect. So I will point out just two things for me that kind of are like, I could do, like, it could be better. So these things are kind of hard to put on. And I'm not sure if like anyone else with the same skates have that problem, but maybe I just have like, well, maybe I have wide feet or something, but I have so much trouble putting these skates on where with my other skates, I can literally just like slide my feet in. These, I wish to help that they had like that little loop right here that you could slip your finger through and then like pull up to push your foot down. That would be really helpful, I think, because I just have a lot of trouble with it. Maybe it's just me. And then again, like I said, the nylon thrust plate, I'm not a huge fan of. However, I accept that these come with nylon thrust plates because of how much they cost. They usually go for about $150 to like $190 depending on where you get them from. So like that's on the lower end of the range, not super expensive. But man, if I buy some freaking lollies and you put in a nylon thrust, I just can't. Come on, like why are you putting a nylon thrust plate on a $350 pair of skates? I really don't understand that, and maybe there's a reason behind it, but I just can't. I just can't fathom that. Anyway, we're not even going. That's not what we're talking about here today. We're talking about these great skates and why you should get them. So that brings me to my lasting thoughts. I would say these skates. I understand why I see so many people at the rinks with them on. Like I went this past Tuesday. I went this past Tuesday to the rink, and you know how you don't notice something until you have it yourself? So I was at the rink and I was like, hey, that boot looked familiar. That boot. Everyone had on the freaking boots. So I mean, but the thing is like everyone was like looking real good. I mean, they're like, you can't go wrong with black. Super stylish, easy to like accessorize, and just you can do a lot with a black skate. And they just look really classic, like it's classic. I love this boot. I highly recommend it. I truly do. Like if you don't want to spend too much money on the latest and greatest skate, but you want something that's going to last you for a long time and will like see you throughout, like as you progress through your skating career or hobby skating journey, these skates are it. Anything with a 111 boot. And then you can just customize it from there, but I highly recommend these skates. I love them. So that's going to wrap up this video. That's going to wrap up the trilogy. As you can see, we had a successful buy with them thrifted. We got them in the mail, they fit, and now they're pretty much almost finalized in terms of the customization for them. And you know, I can always just change them again in the future, but for now, this is the setup I'm going with. That's gonna wrap up this video. I will see you in the next one. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching to the end. And just remember, let's just go ahead, stay safe, drink water, and go skate. Bye.